Pope Francis, the 266th leader of the Roman Catholic Church, passed away at the age of 88 on April 21, 2025, due to a stroke and irreversible heart failure, as confirmed by Vatican Dr. Andrea Arcangeli. His death occurred at Casa Santa Marta, his residence within the Vatican, marking the end of a transformative 12-year papacy. A papacy defined by humility and reform. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Pope Francis made history in 2013 as the first Jesuit and Latin American pope. His tenure was characterized by a commitment to inclusivity, social justice, and environmental stewardship. He was known for his symbolic acts of humility, such as washing the feet of prisoners and reaching out to marginalized groups, including LGBTQ+ individuals and migrants. Pope Francis actively worked to reform the Vatican's financial systems and address the clergy sex abuse crisis. He also emphasized the importance of involving women in decision-making processes within the Church. His leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic and his encyclical Laudato Si on environmental issues further highlighted his dedication to global concerns. Despite recent health challenges, including severe pneumonia and chronic lung disease, Pope Francis continued his papal duties until his death. In his will, he requested a modest burial at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, foregoing traditional Vatican rituals. He also chose to be buried in a plain coffin, breaking centuries of papal tradition. The Vatican has announced that his body will lie in state at St. Peter's Basilica for public viewing, with the funeral scheduled to take place in St. Peter's Square between the 4th and 6th day following his death. Leaders worldwide have expressed their condolences and paid tribute to Pope Francis's legacy. King Charles III and Queen Camilla, who visited the Pope earlier in April, described their final meeting as deeply meaningful. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance also shared his condolences, recalling their Easter meeting and discussions on global conflict and humanitarian issues. African leaders, including Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu, praised Pope Francis for his unwavering commitment to inclusivity and justice. President William Ruto of Kenya described the Pope's death as a big loss to the Christian world. Pope Francis's papacy will be remembered for its emphasis on compassion, humility, and a progressive approach to church leadership. His efforts to modernize the Catholic Church and address contemporary global issues have left an indelible mark on the world. As the Vatican prepares for the conclave to elect his successor, the global community reflects on the profound impact of his leadership. The next pope will be chosen by the College of Cardinals, the Catholic Church's most senior figures appointed by the pontiff, who will make their way to Rome in the next few days for the conclave. The name comes from the Latin conclave, meaning with key, indicating the closed process of electing a pope. There are more than 250 cardinals from more than 90 countries, but only about 135 are cardinal electors. Those over the age of 80 are excluded. About 110 of the cardinal electors have been chosen by Francis in the past 10 years and largely reflect his vision of a more inclusive church. Once the cardinals are assembled in Rome, usually 15 to 20 days after the Pope's death, they gather under Michelangelo's magnificent painted ceiling in the Sistine Chapel to begin their deliberations. After the words extra omnes, everyone out, are declared, referring to all but voting cardinals and a handful of officials and doctors, the doors are locked.